Alright, this continued from part 3 of All In. So just backing up a verse. We shall know the truth and see, and the truth shall set us free. We shall overcome and win. All of us. All in. And all Orin. And alright, so it's keep calm and let us be more like Uncle Tom. And I also implore you, not implore ye, look up the sad but striking story of my hero Rachel Corrie. That they both set a fine example, and there are others, as in ample. Another one is Elias Shakur, a breath of fresh air, that's for sure. Oh, the light not darkness smothers. I listened to his book, Blood Brothers, and his father, his righteous father, did not allow all the evil to bother. But when Elias marched for peace, Israel told him he had to cease. And that's why I will never support Israel, who, by the way, many upon many babies abort. Now, Uncle Tom, he the Bible read, and he did what it said. And in my case, I know better, and I will not be letting the letter do what it will, because thanks to the Bible, I know that's kill. Uncle Tom's Cabin is the book I alluded to. Feel free to take a look. I sure am no Bible slave. God finally found me, and from that fate did save. So then it's no more of these isms. Zionism, Carnism. Let us have visions of what it is going to be like when the water overflows the collapsing dike. And I won't throw away the good, like a girl's a girl and a dude's a dude. But again, a slave I never was. Want to know why? Well, that's because when I read it, it was King James, and the translators had excellent aims. As I still am fervent, the word should not be slave but servant, and the King James translates it thus, and that should be a challenge to us. No more enslaving any more of God's creatures. God raise up a generation of preachers who will stand in the gap, in the gap, in the gap, who will be like a seedling sap, who will put in a word, so these animal voices get heard. Friends, don't just watch videos. I'd love to think that everybody knows reading books lends so much more power, so we have no need to cringe and cower. Videos are great, but read. I'm sure glad I did, indeed. And just reading the Bible alone, it just leads to carnism, I bemoan. And in the worst case, Zionism. When light shines through a rainbow as a prism, it produces a 7-color rainbow. I would have all my listeners know, but beware of the adversary's tricks, flaunting a rainbow that only has 6. But that rainbow is said to be a token of an agreement, agree, between our Creator and all living things. So that includes all these chickens with wings. So then, what's the situation? Such brutality and devastation, over 100 million a day? Everybody stop and say, hey, and everybody stop eating them. Again, we're not talking a million 10, 100 million in one day single. In the earth their blood does it mingle, and it cries out, how long? What did we ever do that could be this wrong? Oh, ye chickens, I'm so sorry for eating you. I didn't know it was so gory. And ye Palestinians too, I took you for granted. It is true. But I'm aware, and all a word put in, and I'll say it with some chagrin, I didn't know it when you did March in 2018. There was a gap in the arch, and one of those gaps was my ignorance. It looked like you didn't stand a chance, but now I know, and I will speak. Ye were peaceful, nonviolent, meek, and ye were targeted by Israel's guns. So one out of patience runs. O ye Gazans, why, oh why, does it seem that ye must die? And why do some people say it's all Hamas's fault? Enough of that. Hey, I am willing to consider that Hamas has problems too, but don't be bitter. Miko Peled sure didn't get all bitter, so let's all of us let let's all listen and learn the facts. Remember chapter 17 in Acts? Paul says up till now God winks. Paul says up to now Paul says up till now God winked, but enough ignorance already. It's inked. But how many animals have already gone extinct? Elon Pape Elon Pape's book, It's Mine, The Ethnic Cleansing of Palestine. I bought the audio book and listened. Think this is all in vain? It isn't. We need to be bold and learn till the truth burns in our heart like a burn. And let it never be said that we saw the truth but said nothing to see. Let us not be but wisdom. Okay, let us not be by wisdom loathed, because we could have clothed the naked and fed the poor, but did nothing. I sure am sure it will not go in any wise well for those who propagate animal hell, or hell for those Philistines. I just know there are certain scenes have to hold where I have to hold my hands up to heaven in the gap he stands. Let there be more peace, and let all this killing cease. But let these Zionists be exposed, stripping others of their own clothes. Let their crimes be known abroad. Oh, they have not honored God. And let the corporate left wing media, even so called Wikipedia, be found out for covering up. Do no more of your dubious dup. That's the word dupe without the E. Oh, I'm saying, sons, let's see. 9/11, 2001, was such a scam, and I'm proud to say it. I am. But let me add one more word. Bam.